Now let's remember the two main purposes of integrating. One is to find definite integrals or to find the areas under curves using those definite integrals. And the other real thing that we can do by integrating is if we know the first derivative, we can find the function. Or if we know the second derivative, we can find the first. But we can only find it if we're given some kind of clue. So in this example, we need to find some function if we know the derivative and our clue is that the function passes through the origin. All right, we're finding f of x, so start with that. And we know how to find it. We need to integrate the first derivative. Now look at that and think about whether it's a perfect question or whether you can adjust it so it will be. I would like to have, and I just write this first and then I think, how do I differentiate that? I get -1. This is the perfect question I wish I'd been given. Much easier, but it's not the question I got. So how do I adjust? Well, I've introduced a negative that wasn't there, so I need to put one out the front to account for that. And mine doesn't have a 2 and theirs does, so put this here. A bit of trial and error helps you here, and then just double check. If I do -2 multiplied by -1, sure enough I get 2, so it's fixed. All right, now I can go ahead and put my -2 at the front and then actually integrate this, which will just give me the log of the function that's on the bottom. Now I've put brackets there, I probably should have put absolute value brackets. And now I need to, of course, do that thing that we do at the end where there's no bounds, we need to add a constant. All right, this is my function now. Now I've got my clue, it passes through the origin. So my function, I could write it as f of x here, or y, but bear in mind that f of x is y. So in other words, when y is 0, x is 0. So I can now go ahead here and put 3 minus 0. Now as you're writing down 3 minus 0, you might go, let's just write down 3 because I know what 3 minus 0 is in my head. Sure, go for it. You can show that extra stage of working and then write it all out again if you like, or you can cut to the chase and do that part in your head. And then add c. Now someone sitting beside you might look at your working and say, hey, absolute value of 3 is just 3, why have you got the absolute value brackets? Can you see that you need them here, but you don't really need them here because the absolute value of 3 is 3. Is this wrong? No, it's not wrong, it's fine, but you probably don't need them. So again, there's a bit of choice and a bit of personal preference. We don't strictly now need those there because we've got a positive number. Okay, so now we have to solve for c. So let's leave the c on the right-hand side and add 2 lots of natural log of 3 on the other side. Now we've found what c is. So we can go back to this line again now and write down our whole function with the c that we've just found. So f of x is equal to -2 multiplied by the natural log of 3 minus x plus 2 lots of the natural log of 3.